Yeah, hard dicks in airplanes.
He's not wrong.
Where's Checkerfest?
That is an excellent question.
Let's give him a ping. Get his ass in here. So I just grabbed my food, right? And I put my stuff down on the table because I needed to because I needed to go and replace a light bulb in the on the porch.
care.
I had to replace a light bulb on the porch, so I went out and took care of that real quick. Come back in to find one of the cats took one of the pieces of chicken on my plate and dragged it onto the floor to eat it. Motherfucker.
I'd be having some Chinese.
I had Chinese food too. I had panda.
No, meaning I would have killed a cat.
That's fucked up, man. They don't do that.
I'll take my food. The only animal that's ever... No animal that's actually ever taken food off my plate.
Oh wow, how lucky you are.
I usually get to them before they can.
Oh, so you just eat all your food before they can actually take it.
Yup. But we had a Rottweiler that decided to eat my dad's burger off the skillet.
Well, that's a stupid dog.
And she was.
Don't mind.
Maybe.
Lancelot is in the chat again.
Look at Lancelot, always on time.
Oh, Checkerpass is here.
Well, we haven't really set a time. We've had one at the normal time and one ungodly fucking early.
Well, yeah, I suppose that might be the case.
Yeah, so technically,
Kind of the
no
case.
one's ever on time when we don't have a set time.
All right, so does anybody want to recap us on what happened last time?
I mean, it was 7 hours, maybe.
We had the wonderful Faze got convinced to screw over the captain when we leave the ship.
Who?
And apparently Sobek has the patience of a saint.
Surprisingly.
Sobek has the patience of a saint.
With all those nat 20 wisdom saves.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
When you want to fail a roll, but but roll 20's like, nah, fam, you get to succeed.
Basically, yeah.
Oh. Oh god, that felt good.
that was a pretty quick recap. Is there nothing else to happen?
I don't know. Why don't you fill us in?
Fairies.
Damn. Fairies.
Fairy got pants.
But the whole point is to sit there and have you guys refresh, each other.
No.
No.
It's your job.
You guys are mean.
Why, thank you.
So last time, you guys. That sounds like watch the VOD. Last time, you guys ended up going and the entire crew was put on notice for stolen goods, or not the crew, the passengers, I should say. So everybody that was a passenger traveling to Lenuvia was put on notice for a bunch of items that were stolen on the ship. So you guys decided to investigate on your own. One of you guys put a hole through the ship and ended up getting escorted to the captain's quarters along with the person he was with.
Yes, I did.
And then the other group sat there and found somebody who was acting suspiciously. He had a lot of candy. He had a lot of candy, which was you guys found odd compared to everybody else on the ship. And then you guys found out that when you guys went to the captain quarters, when you guys went to the captain quarters, you found it odd. So you retraced your steps back to that guy's place, found out he was working with some fairies, and then went to the bowels of the ship, where you found the fairies scuttling about. When you guys decided to negotiate with the fairies, sorry, I'm eating chicken, so there's gonna be pauses in my talking. When you guys, oh shit, I forgot my water. I have to go get that. Well, there's my Tylenol. Yeah, so when you guys ended up negotiating with the fairies sat there and said that you guys can have all the stuff, for all the candy that you guys provide, along with providing them some fun. Which may or may not destroy lives.
Who cares? It's Captain Ballsack.
This dude's a douchebag. He deserves this.
Now, I need to go get some water. So I'm going to go do that. I'm going to put my music back on. I'll be right back. I'm back.
That took a long time.
Took a lot longer than I wanted it to. Ugh. Had to go over there and or get the water out of the not cooler out of the truck. Then had to take the cat litter case of cat litter over there, and then brought one back over here. Along with getting the water. Oops.
You know, dogs are so much easier. You just let them go outside.
Yeah, which you have to watch and then bring them back inside. Cats just do their
I
own thing.
mean,
You change the cat litter and you're done.
dogs are so much easier. Just let
Yeah,
them go
you also have
outside.
to go and pick up the poop after they go outside.
True.
So, I disagree with you.
But cats are such assholes.
Yeah, they are. Like, I had 3
Dogs
pieces of
are not.
chicken, but now I only have 2 because of my fucking cat. Is everybody here? Or did anybody go to the bathroom or anything?
I'm here.
Over here.
Checker pass?
Ah!
Okay, that easier. Okay. So, you guys have collected a bunch of items. We haven't sorted it out yet, I assume, right?
Nope.
No, not yet. I mean, me and Zarkis have a bunch of time in the room by ourselves, so we might just do that.
You might just do that.
Yeah, I'm guessing we're still not allowed to leave our rooms.
That would be correct. Oh, well, you guys were allowed to leave your room so long as you're chaperoned by
As long as you were. As long as
Desmond.
you
I was
got
gonna say, I
keys.
probably wanted to say I'd like to see them try and stop me, but at the same time,
That's just provoking BM's ire. Try when he's not nice like I am.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Hmm. Okay. So, what are you guys doing then? You guys are back at your rooms, I assume?
Oh yeah. We solved the mystery. I would say, Desmond would make sure everybody's stuff, like all the stuff, got returned.
Okay.
And then after that, he would head back to the room.
Anything else?
No.
Oh,
Okay. 1 second, real quick. Okay. And sorry, just one second. Okay. So, the captain comes to your quarters with you when you're returning. So, how did you end up finding everybody's stuff?
Well, Captain, he goes simply bought it back.
You bought it back?
Yes, apparently fairies their currency apparently are sweets. And with the amount of candy that the men gave us, we were able to buy everything back.
Huh. Odd creatures.
Well, they seem to be of a different culture than us.
Holy crap.
What?
I took a bite of this fucking chicken and it had like super sour lemon in that particular spot.
I thought it was just no. Took a bite of it and there's cat fur on it.
No.
Cause the cat's
No.
Cause the
That
cat-
finger licking
I
girl.
threw that piece of chicken away as
the
soon
cat-
as
Oh
I walked
no.
through the door.
Oh no, that'd be finger licking good.
Mhm.
No, thank you.
That's what you call meow mix.
Oh my god.
Ah.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Alright, so I'll have to see about evicting them fuckers when we get back into port.
Hmm, true, but they should be. After a little bit of a conversation, Captain, they've kind of agreed to go on their way.
Oh, did they?
Yes, it was. Now, how much we can trust their word, that's left to be decided, but at least everybody's stuff is returned.
I will have to, I think I'll still look into it. I don't trust that there are creatures on my ship that I'm unaware of.
Well,
And I can't control their movements. I have to see somebody that specializes in evicting vermin.
he just kind of looks and nods and he just goes, but I need the case, Captain. Problem solved for now.
Problem indeed solved for now. You have my thanks. Would you like a reward of some sort?
Hmm.
You do this as a profession, correct?
Indeed, I do.
I wouldn't imagine you would turn down some sort of payment of, say, 5 gold or so.
He kind of looks, he goes, 5 gold. Well, for you, Captain, it sounds wonderful.
Alrighty. Well, here you go. And he goes and drops 5 fat gold coins in your hand.
Oh, so not 5 skinny gold. Got it.
Correct. Yes, indeed. They have a different value. These are 5 fat gold coins. They convert at a 1.5 rate for skinny gold coins.
Oh, if I was playing an orc, you would instantly regret that statement.
And why is that?
I got some fat gold.
Oh,
Just that. Hey, it's this much in gold. Now, was that in skinny gold or fat gold? I would play the biggest dumbass orc ever. But those are the best orc boys.
All right. Well, our business here is done then, and you may go ahead and inform your roommates that they are free to roam the ship as they please, so long as they do not break it again, with or without my permission.
He nods and goes, "Of course, Captain. Thank you." And he reaches into his coat and pulls out like a business card and says, "If you are ever in need of my services in the future, Captain."
and goes and takes it and looks at it and says, "The fuck is this?
Goes,
You one of them fancy folk like from a Lenuvia?"
just goes, I travel, but like I said, it's, you know, a way of, having my name on record. So if you,
Lancelot says, "Roam as we please," in quotes, as proceeds to make new doors.
we didn't destroy your ship. We just edited your ship. It's Minecraft, but Water Edition.
them
Who
fan-
the fuck is griefing my boat?
them fancy folks in Lenuvia, they seem to pass around what they call business cards that are little plates of granite with etched in information.
He looks and goes, interesting. He goes, not a simply just folded parchment. Nothing fancy.
So you aren't one of them fancy folks, you just mimic them. I got it.
He looks and goes, it helps when obtaining the fancy clients. It just looks good.
Now them fancy clients in Lenuvia, they'll see right through your charades.
He looks and goes, true, but when it kind of looks and goes, when word gets around that an inspector was able to solve fairies stealing stuff rather than people, I'm sure that does well for business, aye, Captain?
This situation is not getting out. My reputation will not be diminished for such a cliche purpose.
He goes, as you wish, confidential. And with that, he will go get some food because Desmond has not eaten yet.
See, I'm a smart boy and have been eating.
Oh yeah, that might be a good idea.
Gonna tell everyone.
Yeah, kind
Um,
of.
I shall
That's-
go too.
No, that's what Lancelot said on in the chat.
Yeah, I know. I'm agreeing with. I am confirming this for Lancelot. Yeah, kind of.
Anyways, you hear a bit of like some creaking and groaning, and then you hear some shouting from the decks, the above deck, saying, "Weigh anchor!" And then you just kind of like feel like the um, motion that you guys are moving begin again.
Yeah. No. Oh, and this is why I don't like ships.
Well, at least we're
Uh,
moving again.
It wasn't like a huge startion or
Okay.
it's not like you're in a car and suddenly you went from 0 to 50. It was just you just kind of feel that you guys are starting to move again.
Okay. Okay. That was like a little bit of a jerk.
No,
You're a little bit of a jerk.
Your point?
you're a jerk, jerk, jerk. You're oh, sorry.
You're a jerk. I know. You're a jerk. I know.
You're a jerk. You're a jerk. You're a jerk. I know.
Speaking of jerk, on a side note, Tribane, new fan mail tonight.
Oh, no. I don't pay attention to Twitter, so I only find out about that when he puts it up on his uh
It is up on
it
YouTube.
gets
honestly.
announced on half an hour later. Well, I don't get a notification for it right away.
Ah,
I don't get a notification until half an hour before it goes live.
okay, that's fair.
Anyways, so you guys are back in your quarters. There's not going to really be much to do between now and when you guys get back into port. So, is there anything you guys want to take care of?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get food and then try to work on that bag I have. See if it, you- after getting the food, you're just gonna look at the bag and then just go.
Now, guys. If we have pearls in the bag, I could identify everything that we have.
Pearls?
Yeah, pearls. It's for the identify spell. You need a pearl, at least 100 gold to use the identify spell. I don't think it gets rid of it, but you just need a pearl on your person.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Nope, that's not.
Well, there was a lot of stuff we got. Was there any pearls in that, DM?
Nope.
Damn.
Well, let's count out this gold.
Quick, someone dive into the water, find some oysters.
If I was a Triton,
Alright.
if I was a Triton, I could.
So there was 1,500 copper pieces.
Okay, hold on. Let me write this down in the party inventory. So
It's 1,500 copper.
1,500 copper.
1,200 silver.
Okay,
50 gold pieces.
1,200 silver. Okay. Oh, then that's platinum pieces. I want
No.
gold.
50 platinum pieces.
No.
50 gold.
Yeah, 50 gold. So that's 1,500 copper, 1,200 silver, 1,500 or yeah, 50 gold, not 1,500.
Yeah.
There is a ruby red stone.
Ruby red
Let me look up what these other ones look like.
stone.
There is also a reddish, though it's not like ruby red. There's a reddish stone as well.
Red
Is it a reddish white?
ish
No.
stone.
Hold on. Let me just double check what these look like.
I'm guessing there's only one
All
of
right,
each,
no.
right?
All right, there is a ruby red stone. There is also a green stone with red flecks in it.
Ooh.
Oh, hold on. Green and red. Green. Red. Flex stone?
A green stone with like red flecks in it.
Yeah.
There's also like this pinkish translucent gem. There's two of those.
Ish. X2. Okay. And there's only one of the green and one of the ruby red, right?
Correct.
Okay.
There is
Oh goodness.
a clear crystal.
Clear. Okay.
And then there is a gem-like crystal that is multicolored.
Green. Okay.
And there is a black stone.
Black.
Hmm.
Black stone. All right.
All right. There
That's it.
is one scroll.
Scroll.
And there is
One,
2 vials of liquid.
2. What color's the liquid?
One of them. Hold on, I have to look up the descriptions for these. All right, so one of them is a red. There's a red bead in the center of the clear liquid, and it's like a liquid continuously expands from the tiny bead um, around it, and then contracts. So like the red kind of like seems to be going in and out from the center of the thing, center of the liquid. And the other one is a liquid of seems to be fire. Seems to be like a liquid of fire, a liquid fire. Just to be clear, it doesn't look like lava. Just looks like liquid fire.
Okay.
And that's it.
Mm,
So we got things.
You
Oh, and
have
then we
things
also
indeed.
got the two bags of holding things, right?
Yes, and you also got the 2 bags of holding. But you don't
So
know
whoever wants
if
those.
they have anything though.
Yeah, who wants to try to open these ones?
I'm gonna roll something.
I'll open one.
Does identify consume the pearl? Doesn't actually
I
say.
don't think it does. I would think that's up to you.
Because I know, like for instance, revive or revivify does consume it.
Revivify does consume whatever it is, but that's like a
Yeah,
bring
see,
back
it
from the dead
specifies
spell.
diamonds worth 300 gold pieces, which the spell consumes. But if you look up identify, it just says you need a pearl. No, identify.
Pearl with worth at least 100 gold pieces and a owl feather.
Right,
And an owl.
an owl feather.
A whole owl.
Which
Just grab the
it's
owl.
not. It is not specified that it consumes it, so I assume that you just need one, and then you can cast the spell.
Yeah. So I just whenever we get back, I gotta buy a pearl that's like 100 gold, and gotta bitch slap an owl.
Well, specifically, you have to find a pearl that is worth 100 gold pieces on average. You can be sold a pearl that is worth more than, or so you can be sold a pearl that is worth less for more, and the spell would not work.
Yeah, I understand that.
Just informing you because I don't want to. Yeah, I might do that to you. I don't want you to think that I'm falling on my ass.
Pulling something out of your head. I mean, hey, they do that. They ain't gonna have a fun time with something.
Hey, that's what you're into.
You got. Hey, we don't king shame here.
Okay. Anybody going to try to get the bag?
I think they were trying to open
Des-
one.
Desmond will reach into his.
I'll reach into the other one.
Desmond's gonna play with his new sack.
Let's see whoever
Public.
this is on. Try?
You
Hold on.
alive?
I'm here. Give me a second.
I'm just looking up my what spells I want for the my next level or my next 2 levels. See. You think fog cloud would be like an illusion?
Fog cloud is alright spell. It's alright spell. But yeah, it would be more. Well, you're actually creating something, so it's technically not an illusion.
Yeah. Well,
You
see,
create the fog.
it's great if you're playing like an arcane trickster and a gambler who it's like this person has loaded dice, mage hand it, fall cloud and mage hand it into their pocket. It's like, I don't have nothing.
Well, fog cloud's actually very big. It's a 20 by 20.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, okay, sorry. So what are you guys doing?
Desmond and
Me.
Zelander are looking in their. I think Zelander got one, didn't you?
Uh, all I know is we got two. I think you and
Yeah.
Sarkis got one, or Zlander already had one.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be the ballsy one, take on the other one.
Well, I have one, and I'm looking at my personality traits. He's reaching in.
He's reaching in.
Yep.
Roll me a 1d100.
Stick your dick in it.
Shit.
Oh god, there's a succubus on the other end. She won't stop.
Oh no!
No!
Oh yes.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, oh no. This could be either very bad or very good. Depends on how he rolls on the dice.
Nothing
How he
happens.
does it.
Huh. I was almost gonna ask if you would let me use a point of luck.
Should I
But
roll a D100?
it specifically says roll a d20. So I was like,
Shit.
yeah, you go ahead and roll 2.
almost the
98.
opposite.
When you're reaching the inside the bag, you feel a tug, but nothing happens.
Tug?
You feel like put your dick in there.
Why is the umbrella guy in there?
What am I holding on to?
Nothing. You're holding on to a bag. There's nothing inside the bag, if that's what you're talking about.
So it's just a bag. It's not a bag of holding.
Now it looks like a bag of holding.
Triade. No.
I say we wait until I can get my hands on the stuff I need for one of my spells to use either of these bags.
I'd say I guess in a minute time and say try to pull whatever it's in here out.
I'm not putting my hand there. You crazy?
Well, my hand's still fine, so I'm sure you'd be safe.
Yeah, let's just wait until I get the components I need.
I guess that's fair.
Desmond, you found 3 gold pieces in your bag, by the way.
Ooh, yay. And Desmond just keeps getting richer.
So how much? So did we split up the gold yet?
No, I have not split up the party.
I think you just put it
Yeah,
in the party inventory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just put it in the party inventory. That's all I did until like
I don't see it saved though.
later. I haven't clicked save changes yet because I made a lot of spelling mistakes. Okay.
Jeez, DM, God.
Save
You
changes,
want
bro.
to be mean? Here, you want to see all my
Look
spelling
at this,
mistakes?
everybody. Look at that.
There, look at all my mistakes I got written.
I like the
All the
rail
mistakes.
flex.
Yeah,
And
all the
the pink
mistakes. Leave
shit.
me alone.
The pink shit gem.
Yeah,
that.
yeah, all the mistakes. Okay.
Green and red flex.
Pink.
That's-
Oh,
Oh my god.
You just made typing sad.
Pink-ish. Clear stone or
yes,
Clear
yes. I
crystal,
probably
I
did
think?
make him that.
I think for sure it was clear crystal.
Clear crystal, yeah, but I don't know how to spell crystal. Okay.
You're gonna learn in a
I'm
second.
working on it.
CRYS.
I'm
You're gonna learn
working on
today.
it. I'm working on it.
Gonna learn
Change.
today.
Oh look, thank you, not Triping. Thank you, Checker Pass, the
You're
nice
welcome.
one of the group.
That is to be determined when we hit port.
He's still the nice one.
Ow, ow, ow. I got a headache. Fucking. Arr.
I wonder why you got a headache.
Because I'm hearing you guys talk.
Ouch.
No.
Fine, I see how it is.
Yes, you do. Oh my gosh, headache. Fucking headache. Arr. Okay. So, anything else you guys decide to do?
Just relaxing in the room, maybe. Going, yeah, just kind of relaxing in the room.
Okay.
Trying to stay away from Captain Ballsack.
I think we all will.
You guys made any decisions regarding the group that you guys want to join?
I think we've kind of agreed to just kind of
I think we made the decision on all of them. That we're gonna play all the sides all at once.
helping, maybe assisting, but overall starting our own house. That's pretty much where we're at.
I'm just wondering if you guys collectively agreed to that.
I think so.
Yeah, I thought we did.
Yeah, I think we did. Where were you, Triping?
In his own little world.
I was sleeping.
In a whole new world.
No.
A whole nude world.
Checker Pass, did you end up agreeing to that as well?
Sure.
You sound so certain.
I very much am.
Alrighty. Well, about 2 weeks later, you guys are told that you guys will be getting into port within the hour. And you guys look off into the
A long
distance.
boat ride.
Yeah, I know.
It's a large world. What are you talking about?
It's just a big boat.
Just so
Like,
you know, the size of this map here is reminiscent of the size of the Earth.
Fair enough.
That's a long distance. And
Huh.
you guys look off on the off the side of the boat. You guys see this huge sprawling city that just takes up the entire coastline around the bay. There seems to be a river that flows through the center of the bay into the land, through the center of the city as well. From the center of the bay, I should say, not through the center of the bay. Then the docks are taking up the entire coast where the city is located. There's like a stone platform and with some buildings like warehouses and stuff that are set up in the front. But then when you look off in the distance, you see like bell towers. There's at least 3 of them in the city, and there are also really large buildings, which you can assume are important buildings for some reason. There's a huge residential section in the southern portion of the city, and it looks like a huge city. It's like probably at least 6 miles long, easily.
This is the residential area that's 6 miles long, or the city?
Hmm?
This is the city that's 6 miles long.
Right,
Right.
like from coast to inland, not including the distance that it takes up along the coast.
Okay.
So
Desmond will look and go, well, boys, looks like we're about to make port.
it's like over 100 miles
Oh, finally.
long in terms of the length across the coast along the coast.
Uh,
We traveled like a good 2,000 miles, I think,
No,
according to your map, Trey.
2,000 miles just to get here, and then another 14 or 1,500 miles to get to the port. So that was like 3,500 miles.
Wow, gas must be terrible.
What's gas?
Prices must be like fucking.
What's gas?
that's when you see that's gas is what orcs have when they eat something that doesn't agree with their system.
Ah,
Yeah, let's go with that.
that isn't very expensive because it's not very demanded. Nobody demands to get gas. Nobody wants that orcish gas. All right, so you guys are now here, running into port.
I will say while going into port, Desmond's gonna take a look at that contract that um the woman would probably he has not taken a look at yet.
So from what's his name?
Joman.
Or yeah. So the contract that Joman made with you, or
Mm-hmm.
with you in mind, I should say, specifies that you will get a 20 gold piece commission for every job you perform, with a uh, 200 gold piece a month retaining fee, and that you would exclusively work for the Joman's faction. But and it doesn't specify, by the way, it doesn't specify the name of his faction. It specifies Joman's faction.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Or probably more than it should.
Oh, and by now I would have known I was charmed, right?
Yeah, you're no longer charmed,
Well, I would have known I was,
but you're not charmed anymore.
but I'm not anymore.
And yes, you would have known that you were charmed. So it doesn't say work exclusively for Hadak, the Primus of Hadak. It specifies you would be working for Joman,
Okay.
Joman's faction.
I don't know, man. They're sneaky.
So, um, then this is a contract that you agree to. The exit clauses are that either Joman or you die, so therefore you would release from the contract, or if he fails to pay you the required amount, given that you performed the service adequately. So it's not a situation where you can just get out of the contract because he didn't pay you for you not doing a good job. But you have to actually perform your job to an adequate standard, and then you are, if he doesn't pay you, then you are free of the contract. And opposite wise, it says too that he is free to um, eliminate the contract should you not perform a good job without pay.
Okay.
Those are the basics of the contract.
Um, he's actually going to look to the rest of the group and go, well, gentleman gave me this. I could sign it, and my services would be as investigator. I
Yeah,
could.
but then you would screw up our whole plan to make Nubia ours and make our own house and our own faction.
Well, that is true, but it would give us an in at least with them.
Yeah, we'll get ins with all of them eventually.
It does say it. he would work for him, not we would work for him.
Yeah, he would.
And it would just simply be my investigative skills, nothing more.
Yeah, but it does say you could only exclusively work for Joman.
As an investigator.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, that's what he offered his services as an investigator.
What does the contract say though?
I guess his services. Hmm.
Even sexual services.
That ain't happening.
You don't get paid.
That's extra. Okay. Well, you'll go. It was simply just a suggestion. Well, lads, should we get our stuff together and get ready to?
Yeah, just remember that all the houses wanted us, so we'll get plenty of opportunities.
Well, all the houses wanted you for
Different reasons.
well, you guys kind of made a name for yourselves with the resolution of the decayed continent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, what's the plan, guys?
Hmm.
Plan.
There's
Have
a
we,
Why don't
plan.
we?
have we officially made port?
Nope, you guys are still on your way in.
Oh, and in that case, Desmond's just gathering his stuff and waiting up on deck.
Yeah, I'll probably end up gathering my crap and.
You guys don't have an idea of who's the intimidator, who's good cop, bad cop, and who's the face of the group?
Not yet.
Let's just say I'm the pants of the group.
like lately has been seeming that fucking Desmond's the face.
We definitely know who's the muscle.
The muscle's the Minotaur.
Oh no, man, this tiefling muscle.
I pictured the Bugs Bunny flexes
Bug.
and it deflates and
Yellow.
hangs there.
And I don't think Sobek fits the good cop persona.
Oh,
Not
oh
really.
no, dude, fucking the Minotaur. Anyone's gonna be intimidated by a freaking raging Minotaur right at them.
No.
I think
Good cop, bad cop isn't about intimidation. It's about the guy who makes who
What's the-
makes the what's it called?
the deals.
Yeah, but to basically the good cop, bad cop play off of each other. So where the bad cop basically says, "Here's what we can do,"
I
and then
don't
the
think
good
we're
cop says, "Here's what we want to do."
I don't think we have cops. Like my persuasion's a plus 11.
I think me. I just work off by myself sometimes as a bad guy. I mean, we would have got to the same solution. I was like, they're in the bowels of the ship. Damn it, they're in there. So technically, yeah, I would say Desmond's more good cop, and then we could all be the face of the group.
And yeah, at least in like with certain
Yeah.
situations.
So it's not like one person's the leader. We just basically make decisions with everyone. And then we got Checker Pass being the slut.
Damn
And
right.
then we got Zarkis being the muscle, and he could also intimidate really well. Well, until next level. And then bad cop, good cop. So I think we're good.
We got me who's blowing all the money in the fucking tavern gambling.
Alrighty. So you guys are rolling up into port. and the ship kind of like is creaking like.
The second we're on, like we get in, Desmond is just like high stepping off the ship because he knows the deal he made. He's getting the fuck off the ship as quick as possible.
Agreed.
Didn't we tell them when they leave port though?
No, we said when they made port.
But we would have to be off the ship, right?
Yeah, that was the only uh condition that we would have to be off the ship. And hearing that the captain was going to look for a way to exterminate them, he's getting the hell off that ship as quick as possible.
He didn't say exterminate.
Okay, deal with.
Evict. He said evict. His words were evict.
But then he also said, "I'll call the exterminator."
No, he did not say he would call the exterminator. He said he was going to find somebody who could evict them, who specializes in evicting vermin.
Oh God, a lawyer. If I had disguised person, I could come in a suit with as disguised person. I have the actor. I could pretend to be somebody else.
Lancelot, length of video for good cop, bad cop. An example of good cop, bad cop. I can't open it because of, copyright reasons, but I'll post it in here.
You're doing the streaming.
Why not bad cop, worst cop?
Oh my god.
Bad cop, worst cop.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Ah, damn! If I was playing a Warforged, I could do that. Ah!
Anyways,
I could have been RoboCop with a hand crossbow.
the timestamp 2 minutes 40 seconds in. Is what he said. Give me a second here. That's funny.
Gaming.
I've never seen that before. Anyways, okay, so you guys are rolling into port, rowing into port. Get it? Anyways,
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
no, stop.
Got places to go, got to follow my rainbow.
Gay.
Just stop, please. So you guys are rowing into port, and you come up, and then the ship, as it rolls up, it comes to a slow stop. The ship's sails get furled up, and then they kind of tie it to the dock, and then they kind of like row it in. They're pulling it in. Rather, the ship is getting pulled in by the people on the dock, and then the rope that they were pulling on gets tied up to the posts, and they put out the plank that is how you get in and on and off the ship. And then people are starting to be let off the ship, and they're just confirming that everybody is off by taking names off of a registry that they have. for the crew? Or
And
the,
none of
the
us are on there.
Correct. You guys are not on the registry. How'd you get on the ship, sir? No, I'm kidding.
That's it, casting every spell until wild magic goes off in this place.
Then summons Cthulhu.
So you guys are all in line together, back to back. Who's in front?
I would honestly say probably Desmond, because he was high stepping off that thing. He
And
does not want to be on that ship.
Who is behind you? Like, what's your
Me.
guys' order of like getting off the ship?
This so far, Desmond.
I'll be second, I guess.
Desmond, Zalandar, Sabik.
Zane's
Yeah,
everybody.
I'll go
Zarkus?
third.
I think you're muted, bud.
Zans, are you muted?
Zanny could.
No.
We can't hear you, bud.
I think I heard him trying to talk in your background.
Hello?
Hello?
There we go.
Okay, but now I can't hear any other people.
Hello.
We can hear you though.
Yeah.
Is it working now?
We
Yeah.
can hear you.
Yep. I still can't hear people. What the hell? I'll try and plug it. Hold on.
This is the.
Okay, try it again.
I can hear you.
Why am I not hearing sound through my headphones?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't like this.
I don't like it either. Not that he can hear me.
See, Lancelot, you say that, but I can swim.
I can swim, but barely.
The
I can
plank.
doggy paddle.
The plank is almost.
Oh, what the
The plank is almost certainly not going to break.
Well, he figures that out. Try my mind for run to the restroom real quick.
I do mind.
Oh.
You are dismissed. You may leave.
Awesome. How are we rolling now?
That's a good question. I haven't heard him yet.
Still can't hear anything.
Now I heard him, but I don't.
Please don't let my headphones don't break. I'm gonna try playing a YouTube video for myself, see if it's my headphones. Okay, now I'm gonna have lunch. Maybe it's Discord being stupid.
Okay.
Reopening Discord.
There we go. Stupid Discord. Never had that happen in my life. You hear me now? Yes.
Yep.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a second here.
One.
I'm quickly making a map for the city that I could just use to plop in.
Oh, you didn't have that made?
No, I'm not very good at making cities, so I'm doing a random generated one with some specifications. They really improved this Watabo medieval fantasy city generator. It's really good.
Huh.
It's a lot better than it was. It's got more options and shit. Trying to get one that has the correct side for the coast with a appropriate length.
Oh, while you play that, I'm gonna run grab my drink real quick. Like in like 30 seconds.
Okay.
Can I get one that's almost correct? That's actually fairly accurate. Alright, that's good enough. Okay, let me upload this for a second. That didn't work. What the? No, stop. Um, did that upload or did it just open it? Oh. It's still uploading, I think. Da-da-ba-ba. me delete that. It doesn't look like it's uploading. There we go. It's uploaded. Ba, 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 ba. What are you guys doing? Okay. Boom.
Ah!
Oh boy.
I like the little like dot by itself. Right there.
Let me set up the thing here. It's a lot larger than I initially intended it to be. It should be approximately correct.
Damn, this is a good map.
That should be approximately correct. Let me... No snapping. Alright, so it's a bit too much. Let's do 115. That's pretty close. 105. Yeah, that's about correct, right? 110. That's close enough. Fuck it. So that is approximately the size of the city.
It's a big ass city.
Yes, it is. All right. Oh, you want the? Sorry, Lancelot wants the link to the city generator.
All right, we all set
I
now.
think it's the size of a state.
Yeah, probably.
Welcome to the main city, kids.
Let me get your guys' portraits out on here. I'm using your portraits to kind of showcase the names of of your guys' characters. Oop, not that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oop. Oopsies. Okay. Then get you guys'. All right. So now, if you guys want to be moving around, I'm going to make the grid smaller. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm actually going to double the grid size. And this is how we're doing it. Okay.
Where?
Close enough. Okay. So you guys should be able to move your guys' tokens, correct?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
And you guys are able to actually move around the city individually, so you guys don't have to work as a group. Or don't have to move around as a group. But let me also take these.
Hmm.
Show nameplate.
All right. So we got cleared through the city, right?
Say it one more time.
We got cleared in the city, right? Like we can leave the docks.
You guys are technically speaking still on the docks.
Okay.
So let me, or sorry, on the boat. I mean.
The second that plane goes down, like I said, Desmond's gone.
So yeah, once you guys sit there and get to the edge of the boat where they're taking your names, they're like, name,
Desmond goes, Desmond Kane.
check, next, name,
No.
no, name. I do believe the next one was Zalandar, or was it Slavic?
Yes.
It was Zalandar.
Yeah.
Name,
Zalindar.
next, name,
Selbik Barton.
next. Oh, wait, Solver, you have
You're
a
not
message. He hands
You're
you
not
a.
allowed here. Get back on
He
the
hands
boat.
you a. He hands you a scroll.
We don't want your kind here.
Hands
Fuck out here.
hands you a
What's the
scroll.
tiefling pass?
He hands you a scroll with a wax seal. Says, "This was told to be given to you on your arrival."
Okay, thank you.
Next,
I take it.
name.
Darkus Bearhorn.
Next, name. Anyways, so you guys are now getting off the boat. You guys are down here where this plaza is. That lone square there is a statue. It's in the middle of the plaza. It's a very busy plaza. Like people are walking everywhere. Lance
Okay.
Desmond, you took the wrong. Took the wrong.
But I
Okay.
want the big one. Oh no, I have the wrong one. Mine's too small. I need to use the big one.
That's there for the audience, bro.
Just
In case you guys split up. Hey, you know what? Just for that.
Make a map layered.
Oh no, I don't have a name. My name is gone. I am the nameless adventurer.
Your name is still there. Just not shown to you. Hold on.
But Desmond will look around and goes, well, Oz, I don't know about you, but I think I need a bit of a drink.
Yeah, same here. Hopefully, maybe I won't trick myself under a bar after I open up this letter. I open up the squirrel that I was given.
This girl?
Squirrel.
He
Yes.
opens up that
The
girl.
squirrel.
I heard I open up a squirrel.
Could still be a
Leave
girl,
me
could be
alone.
a female druid.
Oh.
They quick, are you going to give me an investigation check?
Me?
An investigation with intelligence, yep.
Well, I think that's the only way you could roll investigate.
Sir, I will tell you what to add as a bonus.
Don't add
Just
it.
saying.
Spite him regardless. Take the lower numbers just to spite the DM.
That is a 7.
Yes,
You know,
I see that.
if you would have rolled more like that last session, it would have been a worse time.
Yeah, it would have.
Definitely more interesting.
More
I thought it was
interesting.
plenty interesting.
It was. It just would have been more fighting, more combat.
Then I would have had to use magic, and that would have triggered wild magic.
Okay. So you don't you don't whatever I was going to give you, you don't get. So go ahead and you read it, and it basically is a letter that is a summons. It is a summons to a house, and they call themselves the house. Oh, 1 second, quick.
M.
Now,
Was it the
you know what? It's House Baratheon. Fuck you guys.
Palantis? Was it Palantis?
No.
Oh, I was just saying
No,
that
it's
was
a
the one that
deer
we didn't
now.
get.
Everybody knows you go for Targaryen because I got sexy dragon ladies.
It's House
Exactly.
House Leitz.
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 Litz. L
Leitz.
Leitz.
Yeah, Leitz.
Does that house like? Do I know of the house at all?
You don't remember it. That was what the investigation check was for.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go grab a drink.
Yeah.
And Desmond is going to try to find the nearest pub. And or
Yes.
tavern.
Okay. Asking some people that are on the ends of the. So okay, this is just for the record. This this wall here. Let me get my ruler to point. This wall right here
Yeah.
is the edge of the city. Outside of that is the residential district.
Okay.
So everything inside is like what do you call it? Like officials and merchants and
Businesses.
taverns and shit like that.
Okay. Yeah, looking for a tavern because we don't have a place to stay.
Yeah, so you would want to stay inside the city, essentially. Instead of going to the shanty town.
Oh no, he goes to high class or higher class. And I would say the second he enters, he's gonna be looking around for anybody playing cards.
So
playing any games of chance.
Asking for some directions from the people at the edge of the plaza here.
Yeah.
Because this is a fairly large plaza. This is like 100 miles long.
Specifically asking any dwarves he sees.
It's like a 3-day trip to go to the next tavern.
I gotta travel 3 days, but you're going next door. Fucking right.
It's a serious pub crawl. They got the week-long event.
Quick, go with the Goliath. You have Stone's endurance.
Well, don't forget that there's carriages and stuff that will take you through the city and stuff. And there is
We
a
don't know that.
river.
We just
There is a
we
river.
just got here.
There is a river that goes through the center of the city that can help to traverse through it.
Do they have gondolas?
Yes. This is exactly what it is.
Just picture Tritons just swimming down the river.
Could be. You never know. You won't know until you look.
No fishing in the river. Pedestrians may be swimming.
Look, Mom, I got myself a girlfriend.
Is that a mermaid?
Damn straight. Why does he get me going fishing every day for a week?
You know, dating app Plenty of Fish, right? Well, there you go. That's the precursor.
Alrighty.
Precursor to Twinder. I just casted left.
Oh my god. Anyways, there are the majority of the taverns are actually close to the docks and the city gates. For obvious reasons, I'm sure. So
Good old Sail Up Boys.
you find taverns about right here.
Okay.
There's like 4 of them, all at the same corner here.
In that 3 or 4 mile block.
It's a
I wonder
square.
what-
It's a town square. There are many town squares in the city.
But this one is ours.
Town square that's 5 miles across.
No wonder why there could be 7 houses here. They'll never see each other.
It's a very large city, asshole. And there's more than 7 houses. There is more than 7 houses.
Okay,
There's a
7 factions.
7 big factions. They are allied with smaller factions. There are dozens, if not many dozens, of factions in the city.
I would say Desmond's looking for the one that looks like the most drunk dwarves are coming out of.
It looks like the one on the west side here.
West side?
West side. It's like a tavern square. So yeah, the west side tavern is
You've heard of City Hall? Well, we have Tavern Hall.
that's the location of the tavern.
Alright, yeah, he's gonna go in and order a round of drinks for him and his friends.
Oh.
And he's gonna keep an eye open for if there's any games of chance going on.
This is a pretty big tavern. It's like a mile long. No, it's not.
God
It's
damn.
it's not a mile long. But yeah, it's a really pretty big tavern, and there are many games of chance going on.
It's a mile long, and it's actually called the Hole in the Wall.
There are actually many games going on.
He's looking for dice.
Yep, there's like at least 2 games of dice going on.
He's gonna sit down at the dice table and just, hi lads, you have an open spot?
Who are you?
Just a man who's just finally made port.
Made port?
Yes.
Yeah, like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Where do you hail from?
Dan, what was that from again? I
Huh?
don't remember off the top of my head. I wasn't in the last session, remember? Or in the last game.
You weren't in the last game?
You know what I mean? Like, the prequel to this.
The
Oh, shit.
Like, where were
The
we
good
leaving
old
from?
days when I was
Oh, the
rich.
decayed continent.
Yeah.
You're talking about where you were there?
500 bars of platinum.
Oh, hang on. No, I think I got it. He looks and goes, "Oh, well, I don't hail from there, but it is where I left. It was the decayed continent.
The decayed continent.
Hi."
What were you doing over there?
He goes, "Fighting.
Fighting, you say?
Hi, what were they called? They were called the, decayed. Yeah, he looks and goes, yep, fighting the decayed with that lot over there.
I mentioned I'm actually not there.
Where did you?
Oh, you guys do your thing, and I'll worry about what I'm doing later. I'm
He
in a
said,
rush.
This inn, by the way, is called the Flying Serpent.
ah. But yeah, he looks and goes, with that lot over there, we served and fought against the decayed.
Ah, yes. All right, you are welcome at our table.
Wonderful. What
Hardy
is the
dwarf
game?
stands up and doesn't actually change in height.
Womp womp.
He looks and he goes, barkeep, around for the table.
And
What
then
you
Yell a little
got is
louder.
the
I'm really
table.
far away.
gives you a pat on the back and just go, BAM! He gives you a hearty slap.
They're at my lungs.
My lungs are in my ass.
Then the maid comes over and brings a pint of beer for everybody, and says looks at you for the payment.
Yeah, that's how much for it last.
2 silver.
Here's a gold. Keep the change.
Ho ho! She looks at you with like a little twinkle in her eye. She gives you a wink. Says, "Anytime."
He gives her a wink back. He's classy like that.
Winky wink wink wink.
Winky wink wink wink.
Okay, now you're just getting dirty and inappropriate.
Yeah, dude. What's up with that?
I'm going
Fucking
to
right.
flirting. Winks with both eyes.
It's called blinking.
Exactly. That's why the line is I'm bad at flirting. Winks with both eyes. You
One
wink with one, then you wink with the other. Therefore, you're winking with both. It's just it makes you look like you're a little slow.
Where did everybody else go, by the way?
Sobek would have joined him at the tavern.
Same.
Yeah, do have like a drink before he goes off and
Zans?
I probably. Well, what time of day is it? I guess.
He goes to the nearest man's hall.
It's about
Good luck.
midday.
Okay, that works. Probably would have either looked for like a city equivalent of either like police or guards, or maybe a job board. Look for some
What?
bounties, as that is my job.
They actually have a when you're asking around, people are kind of giving you a like a glare.
You see your
'Cause-
picture on the wanted board.
no. But there are some people that are nice enough to give you directions when you're asking about it.
Were they
And,
nice or scared?
Yes.
well, they were nice, but the ones that were kind of giving you glares seemed to be kind of scared.
They were nice because they were scared.
But as they're explaining to you how to get there, you kind of like realize that the reason that it's over near the gates, and that there are many guard places that are lining the plaza, and also the docks.
I probably say we'll look for like a job board, see what I can do, make some money, more or less keep myself busy.
You're going to one of the guardhouses to see if they need any help. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. Yeah, the guards, or I guess if there's a job board, if people have posted like, need this done for this much money, blah blah blah.
Okay.
It's part of my personalities. Where is it? Contract or not? No, or no, wrong one. Where is it? It need to be hunting down the mark. I'll chop firewood for an old woman if there's pay involved.
Okay. Yeah.
So
So
you're a
Gotta go rescue a cat in a tree.
Hey, there's pay. Let's bring the whole tree.
Cut down the tree.
all right. So you guys are. So while you're going there, we'll handle them over at the pub. And so is what else are you guys doing while Desmond's at the game table?
I'm contemplating over the letter. Just seeing. I mean, should I go there or shouldn't I?
All right. Checker best. Zalandar.
Going. I'm just gonna sit by like the tavern area, watching him just to see if he will get fucked up.
Okay. So Desmond.
Me or
Either way, I'm about to have a show.
yes, DM.
Desmond, you're going to go ahead and play some dice, correct?
Yep.
All right.
He is using his loaded. No, he's using a regular set at first.
All right, see then. This
See,
is
never
the
start off
game
cheating.
of crowns. You get 6 crowns, you win. You get more, you're forfeit. And if you get less, then the closest one to 6 wins.
Fascinating. Never heard of this game.
It's the game of crowns.
I got that.
You roll 3 dice.
Hmm.
So essentially, you gotta roll 3 dice, and if you roll higher than 6, you're forfeit. But if you get lower than the closest to 6 wins.
I see. Alright, so
And then if everybody forfeits on the table, the pot remains. Everybody antes in again, and then you roll again until the pot is cleared.
okay. And remember I had said something about his dice having a key word.
I do not remember that.
I remember telling you they have a keyword. I never decided on the keyword.
Okay.
Banana hammock.
Coat. It's coat to more or less
Okay.
have them like
Cheat mode activated.
they're set to roll high, and the keyword coat gets it to where they'll roll low or high. Like it's like a slight switch.
Right.
And it also gives you a way to screw me over if I forget which setting they're on. So he's rolling regular dice. So you want me to roll 3d6?
Yeah.
There's one. Oh no!
Come on, ones.
4.
Ah!
That's
Oh,
9. You
or
forfeit.
9.
And then the other 3 also roll. So there's 3 other guys at the table, for the record. Oh yes! And the guy who questioned you at first is the one that rolled the 6.
Oh,
He's like,
good.
"Don't mind!" Ha ha ha!
Kind of looks around and goes, "Hi, Freddy, want to go again?"
I do. And he goes, ante's up. It's 1 silver for ante, and then lower bigger ante is 2 silver, and then everybody has to either call the 2 silver or
He's gonna look at the guy because I just recently looked at my sheet when I paid for those drinks. He looks at the silver and he goes, "All right, lads, that's pocket change. It is."
pocket change. You say, oh,
He sets down a gold piece.
oh, Going in for the big bucks. I will call you on that. He puts
There's
in
a dwarf after my own heart.
And another one's like, y'all are too big for my britches. And he folds on his call.
He kind of laughs and goes, to most, friend.
And another one's like, fuck it. You know what? I got some spare change today. And he puts antes up to a full gold.
He looks, and he's got the dice in his hand. He goes, alright, I need a new coat.
Coat, huh?
Yeah, it looks, he goes,
Is that what you're
It's a
planning to buy?
he goes, this one's a little, C1.
I see. Well, I wish you the best of luck.
You too, friend.
So let me roll the other two guys' dice first. 13! Ho 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 ho! Don't got fuck 13 again.
Why are there 4s?
I don't know. Why did you roll 4s?
Ah!
Alright, the pot remains. And who will get it the next round? Ante up! And then he puts in his silver. The second guy puts in 2 silver. Third guy's like, I'll call that 2 silver there. And then it goes to you.
He looks and
Slams
this
10
is-
gold on the table.
oh, he puts in another gold.
Man, you are crazy, you son. Oh, I'll call it. I'll call it. And he calls up for gold. So now there's a total of 4 gold in the pot, or 5 gold in the pot so far.
Yeah, he looks and goes, my friend, you don't succeed in life unless you're willing to live on the edge.
Man after my own heart. The other guy puts it is like, I think this, because he's looking at like the 5 gold in the pot. He's like, okay, I think I can call that.
As he looks
And
over at, like,
the third
at
guy-
the distance at his dwarf wife, and she's just shaking her head.
The third guy who sat there and was did not or bailed out the first round is looking at the 5 gold as well. He's like, this is hard to pass up. So he goes in, he calls the one gold. All right. So now I'm gonna roll 2 of them, and then you can roll your own, and then I'll roll the third guys. 13. I'm out. 13. I'm out.
Ah!
And the fourth guy's, come on, baby. I need a new coat. Damn it. Oh wait, weren't you supposed to roll twice?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
And the pot carries on. Who will get the 8 or the 7 gold in the pot?
I'm only doing this because I don't want to break this down into math. I hate you. And I hate myself. He tosses in
Ante
another
up.
gold.
The fuck?
He
You're
looks and
just
says-
made of money, are you?
He looks at him. He looks at the dwarf and goes, "Aye, friend. Perks of fighting the decayed and people loving ya." And at this point, I'm gonna bring in a feat of my guys is actor. So he's starting to sound more and more like a dwarf at this point.
Okay.
The
Racist
trans
bastard.
dwarf, the trans race.
No, actor. Checks. You can roll checks, and I'm not really doing it to actually like get it, but just kind of like that idea, like he's sounding more dwarf. Like this is coming out as he's being around them. And it says you can mimic the speech of another person or the sounds made by another creature. you have heard the speech of or sound for at least 1 minute. A successful wisdom check.
He needs to be talking with that particular person or creature for a minute before he can mimic it.
Yeah, but he's slowly starting to sound a little dwarfy.
Right.
You racist bastard.
Alrighty. And then they all eventually agree to go in for the ante of the 1 goal that you put up. So I'm gonna roll once, and then you do your roll, and then I'll roll the other 2.
My 2 rolls, right?
Correct. Oh, so close. So you do your rolls. Oh.
Nani?
Nani the fuck!
Nandeska. All right. It's second guy. Oh. Third guy. Oh. The pot carries on. So far, you've put in. This is the 3rd round so far. You've put in a total of 3 gold, and there is, I think, 10 gold in the pot. Or no, 11 gold in the pot.
And because I don't like odd numbers, tosses in another 1.
Alrighty.
I'm trying to break these dwarves so they can't afford this anymore.
Yeah, one of the first one that originally backed out also backs out again.
He looks and goes,
there's
friend, he looks and goes, too rich for your blood.
Man, I need more incentive to put in more gold. So then the other guys are still ante up though.
All right.
And you can tell that the one dwarf that is that originally talked to you, he does not seem to be slowing down in his offering up of the gold. But yeah, so it's now you roll first, and then the other 2 roll.
All right. So first roll. Ooh. Second roll.
Oh.
Ah! Poop.
Oh. Oh. So now there is a total of 14 gold in the pot, 4 of which was yours. So you have the potential to win 10 gold.
He looks at them, and he goes, "What?" He kind of looks and goes, "My friends, what happens if no one can ante up?"
It goes to the one that can. It's a forfeit.
20 gold.
What, like the eyes of the other dwarf, the two dwarves, like bulge and like what?
Soldiers, lad, soldier.
And the one dwarf looks at you with a stink eye, says, "Fine," and then he puts up 20 gold.
Oh my god.
I'm either gonna make a friend or an enemy real fucking quick.
So everyone now what? 54 gold?
Yeah, 54 gold in the pot.
This
What
more
about
gold than we robbed from the fairies?
What about the other dwarf?
He's gonna roll 11, and now you roll twice.
Nope.
Durr. I'm going to ante you up 5 gold.
He looks at him and goes, he goes, "My friend, I'm going to raise you 10 gold."
So total of 15.
Yup.
So that's now 80 in there, because he's gonna call. He'd be like, "You motherfucker." You wanna do your 2 rolls? Do your 2 rolls.
Oh. Yes!
He's like, the fuck was that? I got this. No!
He kind of looks and goes, well, I guess. He looks and goes, may I buy you another round, my friend?
You better.
Woo! Gambling!
Ain't
Alright, so
nobody
how much-
gambling with you anymore.
What's that?
Ain't nobody gambling with you anymore.
Might have to adjust these rules.
That one was hard.
I know, that was the point.
How much did I make?
You put in 35, 39, and you got 84. So
Hey,
that's what-
everybody, I'm doing pretty well.
you got
You
45
can
gold.
buy us things now.
So you got 45 gold total.
I do
I have,
the hiccup thumbs up meme to him.
and you know he's gonna be nice. He's gonna give the dwarf. He goes, "There you go, friend," and hands him a gold piece.
Small consolation.
He goes, "Hi, friend, but a gold piece in a bar." He goes, "Imagine all the drinks you can get, my friend."
I'm not hurting for money. I'll be
True.
fine.
He looks and goes, "True, but this is money you don't have to spend on drinks."
Trying to run me out of here, huh?
He looks and goes, "Nah, just want somebody I can drink with and have a good time."
That we all do. That we all do. Let me.
With that curtain shift.
Yeah. We're gonna move over to Zalandar. How you doing over there?
Be right back.
Kind of disappointed. I thought I was gonna watch a human get his ass kicked by 3 dwarves.
Okay. Anything you plan to do?
No, not really. Just to spectate.
Sabik?
I'm gonna ask for directions to the house of whatever the house is.
Lates?
Can't remember. Yeah, Lates. Lates.
All right. You're basically told that it's a smaller house located on the other another plaza. Basically, it's give you arrow over here in this plaza.
So 100 miles away.
162 miles away. Yes.
How fast are the carts?
They'll get you there in about 3 hours.
What time is it?
It's
Is it,
about
like,
midday.
late at night?
It's midday.
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna go. Okay, thank you, person. I'm gonna go ask Sandar. You wanna come with me? Leave
Sure,
you
why
guys in
not?
here. All right,
Okay.
and I go find the cart to take me to that house.
That's gonna cost you 1 silver apiece.
Oh, that's fine. A silver piece.
Yep. Zarkus, we're moving on to you, and you go and you find the one of the guard houses. Now there are 3 in this plaza. One, let me get my ruler. One here, and one here on the edge. Which one do you want to go to?
I might as well go to the one that I'm right next to.
This one here.
Yeah.
I mean, I just moved you there for the sake of making you smaller, so it's not like you are necessarily right there. But is that where you want to go?
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Keep it simple.
All right. So, yep, you go into that house, guardhouse. Guards kind of look over at you, and be like, "Can I do for you, Minotaur?"
Alright, just made port, and I'm looking to see if I can lend my services to this fine city.
Under services, you say? For what? What are you planning to do?
Anything that needs to be done, really. As long as there's pay involved.
Okay. Well, and then the guy looks at you, says, "My name is Captain Divos. That's Divos. You got that?
Yeah.
My name is Captain Divos, and we don't really have too much need for help currently. We have plenty, but if there is a way to contact you, then we would be happy to get a hold of you if we do have something that is needed."
I imagine it would be fairly simple to find me. I can't imagine there's too many Minotaurs.
This is a big city.
Fair enough. Well, thinking of how they'd be able to reach me. I don't even know. It's probably other than giving my name. I don't really know how else to not get a place to stay yet.
Well, where are you staying?
Well, just got out of town, so haven't gotten that far.
Are you by yourself?
No, I have a few companions. They, I believe, went to go get a drink somewhere, well, outside the city, relatively nearby.
Oh, well, there's a few taverns over in a little to the east of here. It's likely if you guys came into port, then that would be where you guys probably went.
I imagine we'll be up in that area if you need me. Just ask around for Zarkus. I'll probably be around somewhere.
Okay. My name is Robard Devos, and you may call me Captain or Captain Devos. I am the captain of this general vicinity. When he says vicinity, by the way, he means like in the 100-mile radius. There is there's like a guard quarters like every like 100 miles or so.
You know, the city of this size, that would make sense.
So they overlap. Obviously,
It seems like they're kind of uh, not too frequent. Every 100 miles.
yes, every 100 miles there is a captain that is in charge of, for every 100-mile radius. There are a lot
That's
of guards.
lot.
There's a guard house where they house the guards, right? And this is a fairly big building here. It's got like 50 or so guards for a 100-mile radius.
So, just saying, every 1 mile would be like a guard.
Every 2
1
miles.
So they're 50
every
people
two every 2 square miles there would be a guard.
Yeah, that's still a lot for one person to handle.
Yes.
They do it very well.
They're the very rare guards that are really good at their job.
Tribane doesn't make useless guards.
Well, let's put it this way: the average guard level is level 3, not including captains.
I'm just saying. That's
Unless
all.
you think that citizens are going to be able to take on a level 3 guard.
No, probably
It
not.
depends on the citizen.
I mean, they did pretty well in France.
A level 3 guard. This is not
They
the
did
real
really-
world.
Well, we don't know the population of this city yet.
Yeah, how many sorcerers are there?
Lancelot says they're Oblivion guards.
Oh
Stop
God!
right there, criminal scum!
You have violated the law.
Oh no!
Oh,
The worst
because
part.
of his S.
The worst part would be if they were Skyrim guards. You just murdered that man, but I am the Jarl. Oh my lord, I am sorry.
You just have.
Don't do it again.
Just,
Does it again, yeah.
just, you just commit crimes against Skyrim and her people. What do you have to say?
I am the Jarl. You are
Oh,
forgiven.
okay.
But
I always love though, like honestly in Skyrim, you have committed a crime against Skyrim and her people. What do you have to say for yourself? I just murdered a dragon. You want to
Stop
do
the
this?
shouting.
Like, that was my first thought. Like, even with the bandits come up to try to kill you. It's like, did you not just see me kill a dragon and eat their soul?
But anyway, yeah, probably just tell him like, well, yeah, feel free to spread the word to the other guards and captains if they need me. I'm, for lack of a better term, for hire,
He's open for business.
basically.
Certainly. Now, as you're talking with him a bit more, he does explain that there are other law enforcement officers. So okay, so the basic breakdown that he explains is there are about 50 guards to a guardhouse, and there's a guardhouse every 100 miles. Okay, so basically they have like a 100-mile radius where they protect, at least within the city. But there are higher ranking guards too than just captains. These would be I don't know what the word is right now. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But essentially they would be higher ranked guards that are in charge of a more elite force that would be taking on specific scenarios like conflicts between the factions. Because the factions have really high level people in them, members. So like level 3 guards and like level 6 captains aren't going to be able to take those guys on. At least not by themselves. And so they have the more elite that are more sparse throughout the city.
Okay.
Somebody's taking notes.
It's a gaming keyboard. It happens. I'm sorry. I recently discovered my love of country rap.
You like country rap?
Country rap. It's
Okay
I
then.
I will send it to you for later. It is surprisingly really good. So
Is it that Old Town Road?
nah, I'll send it to you, Checker.
Just saying, if
Anyways,
you use those
Don't
two
care,
words, it becomes crap.
Listen.
Ah! You're right, Andrew. It does.
I don't really have much interest to listen to anyhow.
I mean, like it's kind of like it's interesting to think like this is a white boy like a Confederate flag toting white boy rapping, and he got some bars to him. It's more interesting.
Yeah, I'd thank them for their time and move on.
right. Okay. So, where are you heading to?
If I saw what direction that everyone else is in, I start wandering that direction.
Okay. Desmond, back to you real quick.
Yes, he's enjoying his time with the dwarf until he leaves. Until the
dwarf
others
leaves?
pull him away.
Until the dwarf leaves?
Like until the dwarf maybe like goes off, starts talking to some other people, or like the other group, the other guys pull him over. But he's kind of like having a good time as he has met a friend in the city. As he looks, he goes, like, and he's honestly acting a little drunk, and he goes, friend, he goes, Unfortunately, I don't have a name to call you. That's a weird name.
I took your money, but I don't know your name.
My name is Gillow. Gillow.
Hang on. Giolw.
That's correct.
Pillow with a G.
Pillow has 2 L's, asshole.
That's still close enough.
But he looks and he goes, ah, kind of smiles. He goes, Desmond, my friend. He looks and goes, where would a group of soldiers from the decayed lands possibly get a good night's sleep?
Oh, you can sleep here. This town is one of the best in this portion of the city.
This
You're gonna-
town.
Tavern. This tavern.
We are both. He is probably really drunk right now, and I am pretending to be very drunk right now.
I'm glad I wasn't going to hear him say that.
I heard him. He looks at me and goes, fantastic, thank you, my friend. And as he kind of like does like the side Christian like manly hug.
I have to squat down a little bit.
Yeah, his head kind of comes up to your crotch.
Perfect height.
He's not that
He just
small.
look-
It comes up to your chest.
Yeah, he goes, if you'll excuse me, my friend, I have to go and talk to my comrades.
So when you're looking around
Confused.
when you're looking around the tavern, you don't see him.
I'm shitting that again.
He just kind of looks and goes,
Now I'm alone.
Bobby, where are you?
he thinks for a second, and he goes, look at my spell list. I'm sure if I cast a high level spell, nothing bad will happen.
Where's my bard buddy?
Like, maybe a shatter in this place.
I think you just aim it towards the sky.
If technology existed, I would use prestidigitation to create a megaphone.
You can't. That's not what it's used for.
That'd be
That would be thaumaturgy.
Oh, you could use them both at the same time.
You create a non-magical trinket. It could be one of those fucking vending machine or $25 or like dollar megaphones.
It's not a.
What's $1?
It's a non-magical trinket.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I guess if you wanted to make it in terms of how an actual megaphone works, you could do that. But you don't know how that works. So.
No. He just looks and he goes, well, it's a shame. He kind of looks at he makes his way up to the bar. Goes, my friend, I am in need of a room. Do you have any available right now?
Yes, we do have a room. How many do you need?
He kind of goes, well, seeing as it seems that my comrades have left and or are lost, simply one.
One room? That'll be 5 gold.
He goes, nothing for someone who served over in the Decayed Isles? Or
Give me a
Decayed
per-
Land?
give me a
Literally, who?
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, there's a reason why I have 11 points in persuasion. 30!
Decayed, you say? That'll be 1
Indeed.
gold.
That's fantastic, my friend. I'll hand him the gold.
Thank you for your service.
Of course, you are more than welcome.
He takes it. He takes a bite on it. It's like, service is always welcome.
Oh, you have yourself a wonderful day, my friend. He kind of
Would you like some meat and potatoes?
He kind of looks and goes, I am rather famished. Sure.
So he goes And then the maid like scampers over, like with a plate and sets it down in front of you on the bar.
Yeah, he looks at me. He kind of smiles. Goes, this place knows how to treat war heroes. As he raises a drink, and anybody who wants to hear it, he does recount them, regale them with the stories. He may or may not be taking many of the Minotaur's accomplishments.
Give me a
Let's
a-
regale your stories about how you hid in the woods when
Give-
you ran out of spells.
give me a it's called the fucking performance check.
21.
They're all like captivated. They're like, and you did you really do that? Oh my gosh,
Indeed.
no way.
Some said it was impossible, my friend, but I say the impossible is something that has not been done yet.
No way.
There
Um,
was no way.
Well,
And the joke's on you. I started a rogue, so I don't. So I didn't always have spell slots.
Oh.
also we'll go back to Sabik and Zalandar.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
While you're regaling your tales. And Zarkus is on his way to the tavern. All right, Sabik and Zalandar. Y'all kind of get to the that square where there is a house or a chapter house for the house that you got a letter from, Sabik.
Yeah. Thank you, Xandar, for coming with. Just this is kind of creepy. Never been to this town, well, this city. Get a
I
letter since
understand.
I step off the ship. Hopefully, this ain't
You
what I think
left
it
the
is.
rogue alone.
Yes.
At
Well,
least,
you were
at
doing rogue
least.
things.
Damn it! I should have stayed behind. The ultimate fuck you to the DM.
Let's be gods. If I keep rolling like this, we might become gods.
In one half, all the gold you won, but the other half, painful exaggerating import grammar.
All right. So when you guys get there, you see this really large house. It's about like it looks like a mansion. It's probably the biggest like house you've ever seen.
And this is a small house. Got it.
I think Salak, you're probably the exception because being from a noble family yourself, you have seen a house about this size.
Yeah.
But this is like the biggest house, still the biggest house you've seen, is just comparable to the one that you've used to live in.
Yeah. Probably.
So it's pretty big in your opinion.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Oh. Let's knock.
So there's a large yard with a gate,
Oh.
and there are guards in front of the gate. This mansion is it's built from what looks like to be really well chiseled stone, and the yard is about 300 yards long and 50 yards deep.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I go up to the guards and introduce myself.
Who are you?
Sobek Barton.
Your business?
This letter. And I show him the letter.
They take it. They read it. Do you have proof of your identity?
I pull out of my bag my signet ring.
They take a look at it. Says, we'll have to get this verified. Do you mind if we take this?
Go ahead. I don't care about it.
We'll be back shortly. So one guard with a signet ring leaves through the gate. The other one stands there, moves to the center of the gate, and he's gone for a minute. Well, I mean, longer than a minute. Longer
yeah.
than a minute because yeah. About 5 minutes later, he's coming back with ring in hand, and he says, "You're free to enter. Much appreciated for your patience." He holds out the ring for you to take back.
I grab it. Yeah. Let's go. Come on, Xandar.
So
Alright.
he the one guard that was left there before continues to stay there while the other escorts you, and he brings you to the really large front doors. It's about twice your height, and the doors are opened from inside. Then you see a butler and a maid on either side of the doors when you guys walk through, and you're led through. It looks really fancy. They got like some red carpet with gold embroidery, and they got dressers with large mirrors with little knickknacks sitting on the dressers, and they lead you through through the halls, and you go into a huge great room, in which they say, "If you could wait here on the sofa, we will. The head of the house will be with you shortly."
Yeah, we'll wait. All right,
And
Xandar.
they he goes ahead and leaves you with the